my gosh. Here we did it. That was like the most magic 2-pack session.
1981, 82. I got sponsored by Locomotion.
Wow, this is insane.
This is like a Tony Moniz model here. Nice shape.
Kind of a sweet looking shape, huh?
Yeah, this is in excellent condition.
This episode became a bit of an ode to how I got into surfing. This is me around 5 years old here with Dad getting pushed into Doheny Beach waves. This was everything. We'd be a family going to the beach and just enjoying the time. Our dad was a die-hard surfer. He had a surf store out in Escondido, and then before I was born, he started repping a lot of surf companies in the industry. And I just remember Locomotion because I think he worked with them for like 20 years. And we still consider the entire crew of Locomotion family. You know, when we speak of them, it's like aunts and uncles. And so when I was in Hawaii this year, we got to reconnect with Pat Rawson, and we started talking about those old Locomotion boards, and I came across a 5.8 that was for sale out in Mililani. And so I hopped on it and we went and checked it out.
Everybody would travel to Surf Expo for the trade shows on the West Coast, and they'd all stay at our house. And so we always called them, like, because we were just kids, so we called him like Uncle Pat Rawson, and Uncle Rob Burns, who's the founder and owner of Locomotion at that time, and like Calvin Maeda, Edgar Miner, so many guys. I remember like Donovan Frankenreiter was on the team, and he was coming over to the house, and that's how we met Tony Moniz and Tammy Moniz. So I feel like intimately we know about Locomotion and how special it was. I feel like from a brand perspective, it's some of the most pure, cool, aloha, about surfing energy that I've ever seen to this day. And I'm stoked. I hope that, like, I really have always wanted to have one of these boards. It's just like a beacon of kind of how we started surfing, was on boards like this, and it's cool to have like an emblem of that time, because it's really special, not just for my dad, but like for the three of us to grow up and kind of have that as such strong influence over us. I feel like it's really kind of guided our path through like what we think surfing should be. 6 minutes out. Here we go. Here goes nothing, huh? Oh wow, it's windy. Wow, this is insane. She said she's had it close to 40 years?
Yeah, the dad, I think.
Oh, really?
Over here, family friend from Japan bought it. Plus he used to come stay and surf at my mom's.
Got it. Family friend from Japan bought it. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you couldn't tell.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Honestly, this thing feels insane. Like, thickness-wise, this thing feels so on the money. It does have like those chunky rails, like kind of like what I would have imagined it to have. Fully has a flat deck and kind of has like this little bubble wing on it, but it looks like it's glassed incredibly strong. It looks like such a fun board. I'm so stoked that we came out here and got this. It's gonna be rad to ride it. Hopefully we can get in the water like this afternoon or the next couple days. Yeah.
So here I am, 1981, 82. I got sponsored by Locomotion. If you remember, Dane Kealoha had the red and yellow for one little season. So it's the Ali'i colors, red and yellow. So it represents the Hawaiian. And I had actually asked Dane permission to use the colors. He said, of course, go do it, Hawaiian, do it. So I ran with it because I liked it and it felt good culturally. Red and yellow, what it represents in Hawaii, the Ali'is. And so for, I would say the next 20 years, I've had red and yellow. Pre-80, single fin to twin fin to the thrusters in 82, right? And that size, we even fluctuated. There's a moment that we rode our 510 twin fins at back door. And then that changed real quick, and you tend to follow what's happening, right? With surfboard design. So we went longer and thrusters, 6.2, 6.6, and 7, plus out at smaller back door and pipe. We rode much longer, gunnier boards. So that particular one would have been for Valseyland, off the wall, small back door. I met the Gudauskas boys in diapers because of Tom. It's such a beautiful family. And then to see them grow up and on tour, it's a good feeling, when you have that kind of relationship.
Yeah, Uncle Rob, how you doing? We are here. We're not sure which house, but we pulled into the driveway. Ron! Good to see you. Good to see you too. How are you?
Yeah, that looks like a Steve Wilson shape.
Was this
interesting?
Was this spray? Because when we talked to Tony, he was saying he would do red and then yellow.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything
I remember
about these?
No, I just remember Steve Wilson used to shape these boards. This is a Steve Wilson. Nice shape.
Kind of a sweet looking shape, huh?
Yeah.
It's got like a little bump on it too.
Yeah, the boards now have more rocker, and then they have the double concaves and stuff, but this is in excellent condition.
Well, because you guys, and I don't know what era, but there was Chuck Andrews shaping, Pat Rawson shaping.
We had like 15 shapers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There were like Steve Wilson, Charlie Smith, lots.
But so basically that's from the surfboard shaping, that's how that started.
Yeah,
So
the whole thing started from shaping.
Right after picking up the board, comes straight to Rocky Point, and it looks kind of almost XL Rocky Point. Nobody out though, so Dane and I are gonna give it a swing, but I think it'll be perfect to try out this board. I'm excited. I haven't even spent the time to wonder how this board's gonna work out here, so just gonna get out there and rip the Band-Aid off, but it's got enough foam to make it into these waves, so I think it'll go really fun, but we'll see. Standing by. Dane and I are opting for opposite equipment. He's on a single fin 7.8, I'm on a 5.8 thruster, but we're both gonna attack it.
Those fins are insane. I've never even seen fins that small.
They almost, yeah, they do look a little small.
Wow.
Totally, yeah. Maybe that's a good thing though. Getting to surf Rocky Point that day with Dano absolutely by ourselves was surreal. Getting to ride that board that looked really similar to the stuff I learned to surf on, but this time riding it in Hawaii and celebrating a Hawaiian brand was the cherry on top of the cake. Finders Keepers is such a cool process for me to pull out parts of my surfing history from the past and learn more about them, and then put them right back into the water. And that board still has a ton of spark on it.
gosh. Dude, we did it. That was like the most magic 2-pack session. That was just a sweet, sweet session. Like, I just don't feel like this is what that board was shaped for. But still, you could feel it was super fun in the turns. Like, it's crazy because it feels like there's more foam right here than there is in the middle of the board. It almost feels like these pontoons that you ride off of. And the fins, dude, like, I was tripping on how small they actually are. But I mean, honestly, just to like buy this board and get to go surf it with just Dane out, it was such a treat, and like, it was rad. I got a bunch of waves, so I don't know. I feel like it was a big score, and the board felt actually really good on a couple, so can't wait to keep riding it.
Let's take a look and see what we got in here. Oh, Doctor. This is the big jam right here.
You recognize that logo?
Little bump squash, the original Locomotion logo, the script logo. My lord, this is, this board still has the Aloha spirit. I had actually worked for Locomotion for 20 years with Rob Burns. The Locomotion logo kind of represented all of that inclusive spirit of the rainbow, and our culture was ready for it. And so it maybe have been timing, but the essence of it was aloha.